Hey guys, I'm Chris Alman, and I'm here to get you equipped to exit. Today we're going to be talking about key performance indicators and why they're important for small business owners to use, as well as a couple of the mistakes that I see being made. So let's jump in. All right, before we get started today, I want to ask you a couple of questions to really set the tone for the conversation. So, do you know the net profit margin for your company? Do you know what the customer acquisition costs are and how much your customer's lifetime value is? In other words, how much they're paying you over the lifetime of the engagement? Do you have a feel for your website traffic and your social media engagement? If not, that's okay because you're like most business owners. You haven't been tracking the information to know. Well, that's what key performance indicators are. They are essentially just data points that are tracking how you're performing in different areas of your business. So, one of the benefits of doing that is that it allows you to set goals for your business based on the data that you're collecting. So, when you have the information and you're able to see what's doing well in your business and where you're needing to improve things, now you can take that information and set goals for yourself based on your current status. And once you've done that, now you're able to see whether or not you're making progress towards that new goal that you've set. So it really becomes critical in helping you achieve your goals. The next thing that it does is it allows you to make informed decisions. So instead of just kind of blindly setting those goals, you're now able to do it in a way that helps you decide whether it's the right thing to pursue at that time. So maybe you have a marketing strategy that you've been wanting to implement, but because you are tracking this information, you see that you also have a problem with your employee turnover, and that's much more important, so you can make the informed decision to focus on that rather than the marketing. So it really just allows you to set yourself up for success. And finally, one of the main benefits that I see as an exit planner and an advisor is that it allows you to really just track the value of your business, right? So as you're making decisions around what to do, whether it's marketing or improving your customer acquisition costs, whatever those things may be, you can ask yourself the question, is this next thing, is this goal that I'm pursuing, is it going to add value to the company, or is it just going to be another thing that's done, right? Is it going to take away value? Because if you start looking at it from that perspective, it's going to focus all of your efforts on growing transferable value. And then as you do that, your cash flow will improve, the net profit margins will improve, and so forth, because you're more laser focused on the things that are going to benefit you the most. Now, what are some of the downsides to having KPIs? One of the most common mistakes that I see being made with KPIs is that you have too many. In other words, you're trying to track too much information. While having the information is good, sometimes having too much of it just leads to information overload. You don't know what to pursue because everything seems to be screaming at you for your attention, right? So sometimes it's important to just focus on things that you determine are going to add value to your business and really try to stick to those for a while until you get a good feel of how things are moving along with them. And then you can add in some of the other KPIs to really see a bigger picture. The next issue that I see is not linking the KPI to a business objective, right? So if your goal is to improve your marketing, then you want to make sure that the things that you're tracking are in line with your marketing and the goals that you have set for that area of your business. Because if you're not doing that, then yeah, your sales might be going up, but you don't really understand why, because you're not tracking the functions and the activities that are happening on the marketing side. And finally, the last mistake that I see is that owners aren't looking at the KPIs in the broader context of the market environment, right? So some industries do really well in the summer, some do really well in the winter. It really just depends on the market that you're in. So if you're looking at your performance in the summer and typically you're a winter industry, then maybe the trend that's happening downward isn't because of poor marketing or because your employees aren't doing their best, it might be because of outside factors. So it's really important to consider the KPIs that you have in the broader context. Now that we've talked about some of the great benefits of key performance indicators and some of the common mistakes that I see being made, how can you get started with implementing KPIs into your business? Well, the first thing that I would tell you to do is to create your long-term vision, which I refer to really as just your exit plan, right? What do you want your business to look like down the road, and how are you going to add value to get to that point? So once you have your long-term vision, then just work backward into 1 year, 1 month, and so forth, and determine what the things are that you want to focus on. Are there specific areas of your industry that you really want to pursue? Whatever it may be, set those long-term goals and then align your KPIs or your key performance indicators, align those with where you want to be, and then start tracking those things. And just start very basic. Start tracking your sales costs, or start tracking your profit margins, your whatever it may be. Pick the thing that's going to be most meaningful to you and just start tracking those. So I hope that you have a better understanding of how KPIs can really add tremendous value to your business and just help you with your exit strategy, help you with your long-term vision and where you want to be, and make informed decisions to get you there. As always, I appreciate the time that you spent watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I look forward to seeing you soon.